Welcome once again to the Colby Dills Show here on the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. Today we'll talk with Coach Dills and also a couple of players who brought along with us. And Coach Dills, welcome to our show as always every week. Tell us who you brought with you today.
Right here to my left, we got June Butts, and on the end down there, we got Jake Powell.
June Butts.
June Butts.
Call him June Butts.
Call him June.
Antonio Butts Jr. Here's your name, though. Jake Powell there. JV game Monday night against Udawalla, a big win, and I was working the chain gang and I'm constantly on the PA here, and these guys' names are being called. A lot of good things come out of that game. Big night, 45-12, the final score, and obviously Udawalla's trying to rebuild some things, but still in all, it was a great night for the Bears in your program.
Yeah, definitely nice to see. We've struggled a little bit on offense this year, so last night was refreshing to see. We've moved him to running back. We knew he's had ability and athletic ability. We've kind of moved him around different places, and we think we found a spot for him at running back. And on the end on that, Jake Powell, he's kind of been our go-to guy all year. He knows all the receiver spots and great route runner, good hands. So he's somebody we really leaned on all season.
Well, the thing that I was impressed last night when Antonio was running the ball, I'm standing there in front of their coaches, and they wouldn't get you down easy. You kept digging and clawing and twisting and turning and all that, and these coaches are so frustrated. Come on, guys, just tackle him, get him down, and that's a compliment to you. I didn't say a word to him. I'm just standing there taking it all in, but man, there's time after time where you get extra yards, just by second effort. That's got to be in you. It's not something the coach can coach you, but you had a good game last night. Where'd you play middle school ball at?
7th grade, I played running back, and then 8th grade, they moved me to receiver.
Down at Lake Forest?
Yes,
there. And you play basketball down there too?
Yeah, and track.
And track? What you specialize in track? You a speedster? Or?
Yeah, I just did short distance.
Are you playing basketball this year at Bradley or any other sports? Basketball?
Basketball and track.
And you're a freshman?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Coach Carpenter and Coach Dills here, who oversees that team, be glad to have you on there, won't you, Coach?
Yes, sir.
And Jake, what's your background? Where'd you play ball at?
I played at Lake Forest. I ran track and I played football. In 8th grade, I went to state in 1 and 200 meter.
So another speedster. No wonder you can get that ball in your hands. You can get out there and navigate, can't you?
I'd say so.
Well, Colby, it looks like the future is very promising from what I saw. You playing a lot of young guys last night, some sophomores and all, and we've had really a lot of good success this year with the JV program. And what's your schedule coming up now? It's getting to the end.
Yeah, we've got two. We played our last home game last night. We've got 2 games left. We go to CCS next week, and then the following week we'll finish things at Ray County. So hopefully we can finish out with 2 more wins, and that would put us at 6-3 on the season. So with a lot of new faces in the JV program, we'll take that and build on that for next year.
How many do you have in the program right now in the JV program?
JV, for home game, we dress everyone. Away games, we can't take everybody. So last night, I think we had 58 JV kids.
How many freshmen in the program? I guess that's
it's a big number. I want to say somewhere between 33 and 35.
Wow.
Which is probably I think it's the biggest since I've been here.
Well, that sure bodes well for the future too.
Yes.
You get that many kids interested in playing there. I always like to ask you guys, Jake, what's the hardest thing about playing football at Bradley Central? I mean, you're in a 6A program now. I know you're on the JV, but still, you're out there taking your licks. And you're not a big guy. What do you weigh?
Maybe like 140 pounds.
140 pounds. So you're not big. I'd like to give you about 50 of mine if we can do that. But what would you like to improve on? I mean, to get better. Obviously, you've got the speed there. And Colby said you could handle about any position. Do you ever run the ball out of the backfield?
I'm really on just jet sweeps. I don't line up in the backfield, no.
Yeah, never have there. Have you ever played on defense?
Yeah, I play safety.
Okay. Same question to you, Antonio. What's the tough part about out there? I mean, I know you're taking a hit. When you're running the ball, you're going to hit with 2 or 3 different guys. And I hear these coaches, strip the ball. So one guy's bringing you down. The other guy's job is to try to take that ball away. So you got to keep that thing cradled, don't you, and protect it.
Sure. Well, when I was at receiver, I a little bit struggled with the plays, and then they moved me to running back, so I definitely didn't know what I was doing. So at first I had to keep asking the quarterback like what I had to do, and then I started studying the plays on huddle, so I learned it more, so it's not really that hard.
So you've sort of settled in at running back then, have? Well, it looks good. I mean, you just playing Friday night with the Varsity, in there, and got several chances to run the ball. And that's, as you said, Colby, you're preparing these guys to move up, and we've Lord knows this year we've had our share, more than our share of injuries, serious injuries to key players that we've had to have other guys move up, which means it's an opportunity for these guys to step up another level too.
Yeah, and it's something to build on for the future. Like I said, June, we knew he was athletic, but we didn't know where he could play. Now we know he's running back of the future. You know, with Jay Allen only being 1 grade ahead of him, next year we'll get Jackson Wilson back for his senior year. But after that, it'll be Jay Allen in June.
Yeah.
By junior season. So, and Jake Powell, like I said, he's a utility guy. He can play anywhere in the secondary, receiver. So, he's a guy we're going to lean on the next couple of years too.
You guys play on special teams at all?
I play varsity special teams.
On the return?
Kickoff, like.
On the kickoff coverage? Well, that's when you take a lick too there. I mean, that's where a lot of
You got to keep your head on a swivel.
you better, because you're going full speed and the other guy's going full speed too, you know, usually. And man, they can take some licks. And actually, over there last Monday night when we was doing the JV game on the sidelines, there's a lot of licks being dealt at over there. And Ottawa, you know, we scored a lot of points, but they had some tough running backs there, especially number 2, kick returner and everything. And he was a tough nut to bring down there. Like never got him down several plays, but they're getting along there, and they're going to be much better very soon, I think. Well, Colby, I'd like to thank you as always for joining us this week for the Colby Dills show, and Antonio and Jake. You guys just keep on doing what you're doing, and we'll see you playing more and more on the varsity. I mean, Antonio, you'll be there, and Jake, you'll be there too, I know, and all. And you got your future ahead of you here at Bradley Central. But I'd like to thank you guys for joining us. I'd like to thank the crew here at the H12 studio here at Bradley Central on the Bear Network for the continued production of these shows each week. Next time, we'll say so long for now. God bless, and go Bears!